Everyone thinks love is enough, but is it really what keeps marriages together? People fall in love every day, but what's rare is what happens after. When the spark fades, when real life begins, that's when the truth starts to show. Because love alone doesn't keep a marriage alive. Maturity does. In this video, let's talk about what truly holds a marriage together. The kind of maturity that builds safety, trust, and emotional depth. The kind that doesn't just survive hard seasons, but grows through them. The kind that makes room for flaws, but doesn't excuse neglect. So first, let's look at why love alone isn't enough for a marriage. Love is beautiful, but it's not rare. Chemistry is not rare. Passion isn't rare. But what's rare is the decision to stay kind when you're frustrated, to stay respectful when you're misunderstood, to choose each other again and again, especially when it would be easier to choose distance. Because in every marriage, there will be tension, there will be disappointments, there will be moments when you don't recognize the person who you once adored. That doesn't mean it's broken. That just means it's real. We've been taught to romanticize love, to expect butterflies and sparks and fireworks, but real love matures into partnership. And what I mean by partnership is choosing each other when it's boring, when it's painful, when it's not convenient. That's what makes a relationship strong. The ability to endure hardship, not just enjoy the good times. Love might bring you together, but it's maturity that decides if you'll make it through it all. Now that you have an understanding of why love alone isn't important, let's take a look at what maturity actually looks like. One thing every young couple must understand is that maturity isn't about age. It's about how you handle what hurts. It's about how you speak when you're angry. It's about how you return when you've been distant. It's about knowing that your spouse won't always know what to say and giving them grace anyway. It's understanding that some days you'll carry more of the load and not resenting it, because it balances out in the long run when you stop keeping score. It's in the daily decisions. Do you raise your voice or do you take a breath? Do you shame or do you explain? Do you ignore or do you lean in? A mature marriage isn't perfect. It's just honest. Two people who are willing to learn from each other again and again. They don't shut down when it's uncomfortable. They don't weaponize silence or sarcasm. They communicate and they repair. They give each other the benefit of the doubt even on the hard days. They choose peace over pride and ego. Now let's take a look at the little things that make marriages strong. It's not the cakes, the flowers, and the surprise gifts that keep a marriage strong. And of course, it's not what social media shows us. It's the small things, the quiet, simple moments that no one sees, but they mean everything. It's when you ask, "How was your day?" and truly care about the answer. It's remembering how they like their tea or coffee, even when they don't say it out loud. It's stopping for a second before saying something harsh, because you care how your words make them feel. It's speaking gently, even when you're upset. It's noticing their face when they're quiet and asking if something's wrong, even when they say, "I'm okay." It's saying thank you for the small things. Not because you have to, because it shows you notice them. It's holding their hand when they seem down, smiling at them when they least expect it, making dua for them before you sleep, even if they never know. These little acts build trust. They remind your spouse, "I see you, I'm still here. I still choose you even on the hard days, even in the silence, even when no one is watching." So always keep in mind that marriage doesn't ask for perfection. In Islam, marriage isn't just about love. It's about trust, mercy, and patience. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran in Surah Al-Rum, "And among his signs is that he created for you spouses from among yourselves, so that you may find peace in them. And he placed between you love and mercy." Now look at those beautiful words. Peace, love, mercy. That's what marriage is meant to bring, not stress, not fear, not loneliness. Even the Prophet ﷺ treated his wives with care, respect, and gentleness. He listened, he smiled, he didn't raise his voice, he never embarrassed them. That's what truth, strength looks like. It's not control or power, but kindness, even when you're tired. Patience, even when you don't agree. Islam teaches us that our spouse is a gift, a test and responsibility. You're not just partners in this life, you're helping each other reach the next one. When you keep that in mind, you argue differently, you speak differently, you come back after a conflict with more softness and less ego. A good marriage in Islam isn't about being right, it's about being sincere, being gentle, and always trying to be better together. Like I said earlier, what keeps a marriage alive isn't the big moments. It's the quiet effort in between. It's how you speak when you're tired. How do you return after a disagreement? How you choose to stay present even when it's easier to just pull away. It's true that love brings people together, but it's maturity, the daily grace, the self-restraint, and the patience that help them stay. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ reminded us that the best of us are those who are best to their families. That starts with how we show up behind closed doors. So do your part with sincerity. Even if it's not seen, it's always counted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who knows every quiet effort, every soft word, every moment you choose peace over pride. Let me know in the comments below what you like me to bring for you in the next video.